Squinting, it was so bloody dark here, with no torch or lantern to light the way, she inserted the key into the lock and had to bite back a gasp of surprise when the door immediately creaked inward a few inches. She could have sworn they'd locked the door when they'd been told to leave earlier. She vowed that her mistress would also never hear about the shoddy security. Hurriedly, heart thumping, she slipped into the hall and shut the door behind her. For good measure, she threw the thick bolt. Only then did some of her anxiety ease. Even though it was as dark in the hallway as it had been in the alley, she wasn't concerned. She knew every inch of this place, and so didn't bother to light the tallow candles stored in the mahogany cabinet next to the wall. She moved quickly now down to the shadowed corridor. Only when she reached the foyer, well lit from the many candles flickering in the two-tiered crystal chandelier, did she pause. The light that dispelled the gloom should have been comforting, but she felt exposed. If my mistress should see me. Her heart, which had calmed since entering the townhouse, began again to beat painfully against her breastbone. Get in, get out. Caution slowed her footsteps as she crept to the bottom of the staircase. There she stopped and held her breath, straining to hear any noise. Nothing. They were most likely already in the bedchamber, she decided. She only needed to be quick about her task. Letting out her breath, she lifted her skirts and scurried up the stairs, no longer afraid about making noise. The thick woven rug that ran the length of the steps would absorb her footfalls. She hesitated again when she reached the top of the stairs. Like a woodland creature scenting danger, she glanced in the direction of the drawing-room. The door was open, allowing amber light to pierce the shadows of the hall. She pivoted in the opposite direction, toward the narrow stairs that would lead her to the servants' quarters on the 3rd floor. Get in, get out. She would never be able to explain why she didn't go about her business, why the light from the drawing-room seemed to beckon her. For a moment she swayed in indecision, her gaze darting back and forth from the servants' stairs to the drawing-room door. If her mistress caught her spying, she'd be dismissed without references for certain. Against her better judgment, she picked up her skirts and stole down the hallway to the doorway. Silently cursing herself for her foolishness, she held her breath and inched forward. Her heart thudded harder. Just a quick peek. The next second, her breath whooshed out of her lungs. She stumbled back, her heel catching on her skirt. As she fell, she was already screaming.